Hello and good evening, everyone. Once again, we've got the last of the three contests for the night coming up, and we've got the captain of the team that has won the toss with us here, and we're going to talk to him about his team's performance in this tournament and what he makes of the QCA T10 Ramadan Cup. So, Indika, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome.
How has been your experience playing the T10 Ramadan Cup?
Actually, this is a new format for us. This all we have played only T20 from here in the Qatar from the QCA last 4 years. This is a new format. Actually, this is actually good experience for us. All of our players have. This is the first tournament we have played in the. This is the first tournament we have played in the T10 in the Qatar. So good experience we have gained. Some experience and where we have to plan the game. We knew many things from this tournament. This is a good experience for us.
And where did it go wrong? Normally, you play in QCA tournaments and you have extremely good variation in your bowling lineup. And you have this unorthodox style of play as well, in which you introduce spinners and sometimes you would go in with an all out spin attack. Here we saw the strategy was a little bit different. Any particular reasons for that?
Actually, condition is totally different than the QCA grounds and the here. This is a turf wicket. We have to execute the game according to the situations on all over the game, and most of the games won by the fast bowlers. Actually, I have seen many spinners. They have whacked the batsman for them. So this is the secret behind us because we don't have, honestly speaking, quality face attack, but the spinners are the main weapon in our team.
Right, Indika, we enjoyed watching you play. All the very best for the next tournament. You've got all the talent and potential. It was just not your tournament, I guess, but all the very best for the next one.
Yeah, we'll see the tournament next year. Thank you very much.
Right, Indika, there we go. He was talking about his team's performance in this tournament. Not the best of the run of play for them, but they've certainly got the potential, and with their unorthodox style of play and players from Sri Lanka, they are probably going to give a lot of teams tough time going into the future tournaments. Thank you very much. Yes, right. So it's having a word with TAPROBANE CC, a side so gifted in talent, haven't quite come along well so far in this tournament, yet to win their first game. The second ball of the over, and it's been a sedate start so far. But TAPROBANE CC, their chances of qualifying into the next round is quite slim. Into the pads, tucked away for a single. Apologies for the delay as Amila Ramesh completing one of the rare threes in this tournament. 4, in fact, I've been told. He's run 4. Unbelievable. And that will go down into the record books as the first 4. Okay. Right, this time he goes offside and just a single on that occasion. Rahman from Green Gram, he's had a bit of rubber green running his way in the last game, picked up some wickets, but it's a different kind of challenge in this game. Slower delivery down leg side, he'll have to reload that one. Inamul Haq chancing his arms, he's an experienced umpire, an ex-Pakistan A player as well. Hansa is on strike. Has the ability to hit big. Goes onside this time. Is that an opportunity? And he's held his nerves. He was inches away from the boundary ropes, but these guys from Green Gram, there's one thing they can do really, really well, and that's fielding. Great presence of mind shown. Staying inside that boundary rope, keeping cool and composed. He can be destructive, can this batter. Has the ability to clear most fences across Qatar. He probably got a decent connection on that occasion as well, and it's a short boundary. However, probably the wind holding that ball back in. Once again, any youngsters watching at home, Right, so Arman to bowl his first over, tucking him for room, crossing through for a quick single. As we saw in the last game, it was a close contest, went right down to the wire. It was a low-scoring game, and it had its own kind of entertainment. It's not just about those sixes and fours, even if it's this format of the game. Sometimes you enjoy teams being put under pressure for runs, dried out for scoring, chasing the target, falling behind. It's the thrill of the chase. And this time it was touch short, tucking him through. Another confusion there, could be a run out. And a big appeal. Good piece of work by the keeper, has to be said. Took the bails off in a flash. Collected and took out the stumps all in one motion. Already we've seen signs of brilliance with these green ground fielders. They're very active on the field, moving around, showing presence of mind. And that's the strongest part of their game. Their forte for sure. This time he goes straight down the ground. Typical Sri Lankan way to play that shot. Coming back for a couple of runs. So much of these batters take after the likes of Sanath Jayasuriya. Remember, he used to play that shot in a very similar fashion. Horizontal bat. Was a class apart though, with his power and skill and his hand-eye coordination. A different beast in the making. Foolish on that occasion, and Sanath Jayasuriya would definitely be proud of that. Flash through, it was hit hard. At never stage really he wanted to hold himself back from playing that shot. And they look destructive, absolutely destructive, these Sri Lankan batsmen, when they get going. This time it was slightly on the good length, trying to pull it away. Wasn't quite the length. A dot ball, so it's turning out to be a decent over in the end. 7 runs off it. Just the one boundary, they wouldn't mind it for sure. And this time he's found the gap. Coming back for the single, the ball just holding up a little on the surface. We saw so often ball running away even if it wasn't timed. So often it's been the case in this tournament. But we've seen a few threes and even a 4 being run in tonight's game, which is probably a sign of this outfield slowing down a little. Those patches of brown in the outfield as we look at the 2 lineups, Green Gram, led by MD Imran. We've got to watch out for Kabir Mia last game, hitting 7 consecutive boundaries in the over. MD Faisal, your utility all-rounder, has the ability to take the game away. TAPROBANE, on the other hand, they haven't really got going in this tournament. Indica showed signs of brilliance. They've got some handful all-rounders in there, but they're yet to be on board. Very evenly matched, these teams. Very similar in nature, the way they play the cricket. A lot of them are young cricketers. Very energetic and full of energy. As we see another change of field, the man from short leg. Move to cover point. Backward point, in fact. A touch wide. He had the opportunity to open his arms, extend them as much as he likes, Amila, so he'd feel like he's missed out. A predominantly bottom hand player, as we saw in the last game. Enjoys hitting the ball through the onside. This time he goes offside, up and over, no chance for any fielders to cut that one off. Was hit with power and disdain as well. So just what the doctor ordered at this stage for TAPROBANE CC. Not enough boundaries so far in this innings. And they'd be looking to correct that going forward. Faisal comes in and slightly outside that off stump. Once again slashing after it, chancing his arms. Meeting thin air in progress. Tucked away through onside and cleverly played. Excellent placement. This is smart piece of cricket. Realizing there was no fielder, probably spotted that fielder coming from long leg, taken to backward point, rolling his wrists over it and making sure he finds the gap. Excellent presence of mind. Amila, he just hasn't got the power, he's got presence of mind as well. This time he was away from his reach, bottom ending it, straight to mid-on, just a single. I mean, we saw earlier Saklan how he bats. It's not just about the skill set, it's about how you play with your mind. What shots to play, when to play them. Keeping those fielders in mind, picking your gaps. We saw an excellent exhibition of that by Amila. It's been a decent over, but for both sides, they won't be disappointed with 9 in this over. Green Graham tucking in for room, just looking for the second, but just a single to end the over. At the end of the power play then, TAPROBANE 27 for the loss of 1. Amila Ramesh starting off in a blitzing fashion. 16 of 10. Hansa getting out early. Perishing in the cause, has to be said. The nature of T10 game. Hirantha has just made his way out in the middle. He's faced 6 balls and has looked in good touch. Yes, a couple of streaky shots, but he was able to pull off a boundary through the offside in his trademark signature fashion. So as we see this tournament progress, we've seen the scoring rate drop just a touch. A lot of credit needs to be given to the curator for producing this beauty of a surface. An absolute paradise, this pitch, flat as a road. Tailor-made for T10 cricket. Width on offer on that occasion, up and over, and there There was an excellent try at the boundary by the fielder. Full marks for the effort. Boundary the result, but you can see what we were talking about earlier. These fielders, they gave their absolutely 100%. Up in the slot once again. He's heaved it through the onside. Straight to the fielder though, just the single. He's swinging powerfully here. Right, so it's Habib to continue. This time he's got a good piece of it. Picked the bones out of that one, sir. Clears the boundary. We're talking about his ability to go onside, and you can see a demonstration of that right there. See the tournament sixes coming up. 431. That's a telling figure. That's the number of sixes we've seen. The number of time the balls cross the boundary at a high and make that 432. Just as we were speaking. A towering blow here as TAPROBANE is racing along in this over. 6641. This over is turning out to be a telephone number. Slow delivery, and it was in the slot. And I think Amila Rumey is just probably playing it safe. On that occasion, he could have chanced his arms again. It was a bit surprising he didn't go after that one. It was there to be hit. Slower one once again, and his pick being picked up. Third six of the over. And each shot in this over has landed like thunder. Unstoppable, unmissable. "24 runs given away in that over by Habib. The most costly over of the innings so far. As we see this partnership blossoming at 43 of just the 18 deliveries, just what they required after an early wicket. This contest is turning out to be an absolute blockbuster. The last one of the night. And don't go anywhere, because it seems like another very close contest. These two teams from the subcontinent fighting it out. They're probably playing for pride at this stage. Both almost knocked out of the tournament. But they'd probably want to end on a high and make a statement. And he goes big. And he's got enough, I think, on that occasion. Crushed it so high, even the clouds are in danger. How do you stay out of his hitting zone? We haven't seen him cut the ball as frequently in this innings. He is good through that extra cover. But could they probably keep it outside that off stump? Probably around that good length area. He's measuring it up. He certainly is. Will he go for another one? Nicely played this time. Good piece of timing. Good sound of the bat. Playing it smartly. Not going after every delivery. He's probably realized the importance of his wicket. And on the other end, we have Hiranta. He hasn't played too badly either. 20 of the 9 deliveries faced. And he goes again. He goes big. Fetch that if you can. Another slower delivery. Another maximum. He seems to fancy his chances against those slower ones. That's for sure. Right up in the block hole. That's better. Coming back for the second. Good piece of running. Excellent piece of cricket there. Playing it with soft hands. However, as we see, the umpire has signaled that as a short run. A bit of a commentator's curse there. Right, it's been a great passage of play. The last few overs for TAPROBANE Cricket Club. They've raced along to 65 at around the halfway mark. Ideally, they would like to double the score they've got at this stage. Wide on that occasion, helped on its way, and what an effort! What an unbelievable effort there by the fielder. Diving to his right, it was high, full stretched, and almost pulling off an unbelievable take. Was a poor ball once again, wide outside the off stump. Trying to help it on its way, the batter. And it's fair to say he's probably saved 4 there, the fielder. Sharif comes in the ball. This is close, is it? The umpire is nodding his head. And he's raised that dreaded finger to go with it as well. A much, much needed wicket for Green Gram, with their backs against the wall, being punished to all parts of the ground. Trying to go across the line. That ball was full. It was straight. And it was hitting into middle and leg. Right at the halfway mark, 66 for 2 are TAPROBANE. Off to a flying start as we see the introduction of spin. Yasin. to roll his arm over. For a moment I thought he was going to bowl spin, but he's gone back to his conventional run-up. Right arm medium fast. Expect lots of slow ones and cutters coming your way. Hirantha, though, wouldn't mind it. He'll be licking his lips. And indeed, oh, lucky, very lucky to get away with that. Both the bowler and the batter. Was nicely served on a silver platter. High full toss. It's gone straight down the ground. He hasn't quite timed it. The fielder coming across and he's plucked it out of thin air. Magnificent effort in the field. Catches, they say, win matches. And if you want to see one that could do it tonight, that's the one right there. We saw an acrobatic effort in the last over by the fielder at point. It wasn't to be, but this time the job's completed, mission accomplished. The batsman, Charith, has to go back for a duck. TAPROBANE CC losing their third at 67. They're 67 for 3. The new batsman in, Jayantha. Harshanna, we beg your pardon. I think they want to maintain that right-left combination out on the middle. Yasin picking up a wicket in his first over. Comes into ball again. Gets off the mark, first ball. He's a clever operator, is Yasin. And one of those utility all-rounders going around in Doha cricket. He's extremely fit, athletic, and can be more than handful with his off-cutters and medium pace, and he can bat as well. No mug with the bat. Once again, an off-cutter. Unfortunate that outside edge. Such a cruel game this for the bowlers. Wasn't the best of shots. The result. Boundary number 500 minus 3. Three short of 500. Make that 498, would you? No. A bit ambitious, a bit too early. So many boundaries being hit in this tournament. Some players don't hit as many in their decades of careers. Short, wide, freebies. It's a Friday night sale. Friday night sale on offer, and they would accept it gleefully, would these TAPROBANE batters. Jersey number 44, Hiranta is 35 of 15. Swings at it again and misses out, he feels. End of an eventful over, a wicket and a boundary, 4 wides of it. As we look at this TAPROBANE CC innings, 2 batters getting into the double figures and playing at an excellent strike rate as well. Rumesh and Hiranta facing 16 ball apiece. And it was an early exit for Hansa and Charith. And right now we've got Harshanna out there, and he's joined the party along with Hiranta. Six overs, 6 extras. We are yet to see spin in this game so far. As Ashraf to ball out here. Crashed through covers on that occasion. And it goes past the boundary in a blink of an eye. That went like a third missile. Welcome to the bowling crease, he says. This time it was short and he was swinging hard, wanting to land that one somewhere in the middle of Doha. Found thin air in the end. Once again, short. No damage done, just a single. So a good comeback after the first ball boundary in this over. For TAPROBANE's sake, however, Hiranta is back on strike. 35 is got of 16 deliveries. With 4 overs to go, he's their mainstay. He's got his eye in. He'll be looking for a strong finish. As we see a change in field once again for the left-hander. The man going back at the deep square leg boundary. There is a deep mid-wicket in place as well. Heavily guarded onside field. Short. Axed away for a single. That open slicing of the bat. So typical of Sana Jayasuriya. So it just drew comparison with him. With a lot of shots he plays. The talent obviously is incomparable. That's been his signature length. In and around that good length. Tucking the batters for room. So he'd be quite happy with this over so far after the first boundary given away. 4-1-1-2. 8 runs. You would take that in T10 cricket, over number 7. Down the ground on this occasion. Looking for the second. It's probably on. Yes. Oh, they ran the first one hard. Could have been trouble. There was a bit of hesitation. Just at the wrong time. I thought it was always on, but a good throw from the boundary. Just in 2 minds, just at the wrong time. Another couple of wickets here, and they might be going into TAPROBANE CC's tail. That's probably not on the priority list at the moment. What they'll be looking for is to restrict them to a total around 115, perhaps between 110 and 15. At this stage, they'd probably take it. It's interesting. Arman coming back into the attack, replacing Yasin, who bowled pretty well in the last over. Minus the 5 wides he gave away, but as we look at these figures by Arman, he's only given away 8 runs in the first over. The good old French cut coming into play. Tried the Yorker. Unfortunate. Inside edge. Going past everyone. Boundary of the first ball of the over. So one shy of 500. The number of boundaries in this tournament, 499. Slower one, misses it. Remember in the last game they were blamed for not bowling many of those. They bowled quite a few of them in this game. But Hirantha, unfortunately for them, has taken the liking to their off-cutters and he's picked them up nicely. Another slower one. This time it's paying dividends. The keeper missing it, however, and they run through for a single. I mean, you could probably afford to use your feet given that a lot of those slower deliveries are coming up your way. It's either a slower delivery or a Yorker at this stage of the innings. Tries a Yorker outside edge. Unlucky once again as it brings up the boundary number 500 of this tournament. Carnage, absolute carnage. That is a telling figure. QCA T10 Ramadan Cup producing 500 boundaries. Another slower one. He didn't quite get the middle of it. It's running away though. Good piece of footwork in the end. Inspired by FIFA 2022. It's left its mark, definitely. And so much the case for the transferable skills in sports. Good ball. Once again, slower through the air, deceiving him with pace, playing it too early, the batsman. As that over, the penultimate one, comes to an end. Beg your pardon, there are still 2 overs to go as we look at the bowling figures. A wicket apiece to Arman, Sharif and Yasin. And the economy rate as we have a look, most bowlers just staying between 9 and 15. Habib though with that 1 over giving away 24 runs. Would that come back to haunt them later? The opening fast bowlers Arman and Ashraf I thought did an excellent job going at an economy of 9. In T10 cricket, it's a blessing. Faisal comes back for his second over. I think this is a good move by the captain. He's a very clever operator. Faisal. And not a bad ball to start with. Into the stumps. Full and straight. Not giving any room to the batsman. The slog overs are on the last 2 overs. I mean, having said that, in T10 cricket, you just wonder if there is a moment without a slog. You blink and you miss a century or a collapse. Such is the nature of this format of the game. Everything's on fast forward. Once again, Yorker bowling a dot ball to a settled man at this stage. He started off well in this over. 2 balls, both within the line of the stumps. Can he maintain that consistency though? That's the big question. Once again, yes, with the length. He definitely can. A question asked. A half-hearted one though. But he's bringing in all his experience. Here's Faisal. 3 balls right on the mark. How accurate can he be? It's not easy to maintain that length and accuracy throughout the over. Is there a bad ball coming up? No. Amazing consistency there. Another appeal. He's relentlessly hit that length all throughout this over. Just the 1 run so far of it. And this could as well be a match-changing, a game-defining moment in this game. Once again, beaten him all ends up. At the moment, Hirantha is struggling to find the answers to this bowling by Faisal. He's meticulously hit that length all throughout the over. 5 out of 5. Unbelievable accuracy by Faisal. This time it was in the slot. A half volley, but no damage done. An end to an exceptional over here by Faisal. Just the 2 runs off it. As TAPROBANE CC cross their 101 for 3, with the final over coming up. I think both teams would be relatively happy at this stage. TAPROBANE CC knows a target between 110, 120 wouldn't be easy to chase down, especially late at night, the last game of the night. Green Ground would feel they've restricted the opposition well after an early onslaught. Yasin coming in to bowl the last ball of the innings. He'll have to reload that one. Wide outside the off stump. Looking for the Yorker again. That seems to be the plan. We saw it in the last over, bowling those balls at a lower trajectory. Difficult to put away. Can they do something smart though? Can they come up with a scoop here? I don't think he has one in his repertoire. Straight down the ground he goes. Dismisses it. Disdainfully hit. Straight pass back the bowler. Take that. Marginally missed his length on that occasion. No, that was enough. Hirantha accepts the bait. Interesting field placing right now. With this last over in progress, he's got a 3rd man in place. Slower delivery, just a single. 3rd man, deep cover, Long on, long off, deep mid-wicket. There's nobody square on the onside. No fine leg or square leg in place. The field will change as the right-handed batter takes strike. He still wants a third man, fine leg fielder coming in. He's got a deep extra cover now. And a mid-wicket, deep mid-wicket fielder as well. Full toss on that occasion, and he gets the treatment. You can set all the field you like, you can have as many fielders as you want, but if you serve up a juicy full toss like that one, you've got no chance. A welcome boundary at last. This time on the offside, good piece of fielding. He's got a bit of foot on it. Coming back for the second, quick piece of running. He was a good start once again. They've stopped at least 10 to 15 runs with their fielding alone. Slowly but surely, TAPROBANE CC moving towards that 120 run mark has been the average score. Batting first in this tournament. Slower delivery, well targeted, hits his mark on that occasion. He's playing with danger in terms of the line he's bowling, though there is no man patrolling that boundary at the deep point region. All he needs is a bit of connection going over that point fielder inside the boundary, and the ball might race away to the boundary. Better this time. Is coming back for the second. The run out is on. And a straightforward job in the end for the keeper to do. The batsman perishing in the cause. Looking to accumulate as many runs as possible with the last over in play. And rightly so. In fact, that was the last ball of the inning. So they just had to run for it. The innings then ending on 115 for 3. As Greengram would require 116. And this is shaping up to be a very, very interesting contest. Right, so don't go anywhere, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, folks. We've got an absolutely mouth-watering contest coming your way in about 10 minutes' time as Greengram Cricket Club aim to chase down 116 in this last encounter of the night. Right, we are back with the chase, and first ball, bang. Helped on its way into his legs. Thank you very much, he says. Easy as you like. Dulon is such a good-looking batsman. Represented Bangladesh at an under 19 level. At a district level, of course. And such a beautiful batsman to look at when he gets going. Up and over. So pleasing on the eye. Balance, shot flow. Eyes on the ball, the head in the right line, everything. Well aligned. Two shots, one on the onside, the next one up and over through the offside. Where does he go next? Straight down the ground, over the bowler's head, into the Wakra beat somewhere. Is flaunting his range of shots already in this over. 1, 2, 3. First ball helped on its way through the onside. Second through extra cover. Up and over. And the third one straight as an arrow. For a moment I thought somebody could catch that. Somebody working for Qatar Airways. Three balls, three boundaries. Ominous signs already here for TAPROBANE CC as we finally get that ball back. Right. He's on a roll here. Ball number 4 coming up. And he goes onside. He goes big once again. Into the stands. Make that 4 in a row. There's something about this side when it comes to consecutive boundaries. We saw 7 in the last game they featured. We've already seen 4 here. That's the kind of batting that sends a message. What a start. They couldn't find the ball once again. There is a delay in the middle. If he stays out there for a few more overs, this match might be well over. Well before the 10-over mark. He's batting with utmost freedom out there. Where do you bowl to him? What do you do next? Slower ball, a Yorker. How do you stop him? Well, you just can't stop him when he's in that kind of mood. Blazed away once again. Outside that off stump. Had the opportunity to free his arms up and over. Nobody at that third man region. And he's got his side off to an unbelievable start here. They're 26 already. And this is turning out to be one of the most expensive overs in the tournament. Finally, couldn't make it 6 in a row. What an over to start. 26 for none. 26 for 1 in the first over. Kabir starting off from where he left in the previous game. And target already under 100. It's a funny game though, T10, a couple of wickets here. And they might just be able to crawl back into it. A good decision, I would say, introducing spin early in the piece. Doing something out of the ordinary. Got a deep mid-wicket in place. Long on as well. And well bowled within the line of the stumps. They rush through for a single. Getting Kabir back on strike. Well played. It's not all about muscle and power. When the ball's not quite there, he would give it respect as well. This time it was short, and he's helped it for a 6. Minimum of effort, the maximum, the result. He's making batting look easy, ridiculously easy. Even that, I think, is an understatement. The kind of nick he's in tonight. Certainly in the mood to finish it off quickly. Where do you bowl to him? Wide outside the off stump. A bit slower through the air. He wanted to go over extra cover. He's so gifted. Here's Kabir. Rakib joins the party, goes up in the air and is cleared that fielder, but it didn't quite have the legs, wasn't really timed. Trying to join the party, but already you can see the difference in the level of skill between these two players. Oh, an opportunity here for a run out, a bullet throw. Just missed the stumps. Kabir was the batter, the man they want right now. A decent comeback over for TAPROBANE on that occasion. As we see this partnership already 36, dominated by Kabir, of course, 33 runs. Only the 9 deliveries faced. And the boundary line when he's batting is a mere suggestion. Crowd waiting in anticipation as he's back on strike. TAPROBANE resorting to spin after that second over as well. Won the pace off the ball. We'll get back to it in a minute. Left arm orthodox is provided with the first ball. And the ball once again lifted up and over, extra cover. It's far too easy. Far too easy. Typical T10 cricket. Cardinal sin to provide any kind of room to this batter out there. Once again, a similar delivery, a different shot, and a slightly different result. Not a 4, but a 6. An unrelenting strike. When he's out there, each shot lands like a thunder. A symphony of boundaries. He's composing an absolute masterpiece here. This time, Slightly holding the length back. And a bit slower as well through the air, making the batsman wait. And wait till the last second. Flatter on that occasion, and Rakibu joins the party. They're certainly making small work out of this total here. Raining boundaries here at the Asian Town International Cricket Ground in Doha, Qatar. Wherever whatever you're doing, wherever you're watching this partnership. 51 of just the 16 deliveries, one of the fastest in the tournament. Flighted up and over he goes. There is protection though this time. Down at the boundary. Must be missing Dynuk in this match. TAPROBANE CC played extremely well in the last couple of games. Scored a 50. Picked up a few wickets as well with the ball. Goes up and over. Almost an action replay of the shot he played earlier in this over, and is tearing them to pieces here. What a half century this is. What an absolute spectacle of display of clean striking. Is bringing this T10 tournament alive, that's for sure. Goes up once again, and the fielder once again is a mere spectator. Crushed through the onside. It's power and power in perfect harmony. It's been a demoralizing, it's had a demoralizing effect on the fielding, the way they've started off this innings. A bit of misfield, looking for the second, deciding against it. The current run rate already touching close to 20, 3.2 overs bowled, 63 they are for none. And the chief demolisher, Kabir, 50 of just the 13 deliveries. It's, if I'm not getting this wrong, it's probably the fastest 50 of this tournament. Unbelievable. It's a shame that their team might not be going through to the quarterfinals. Oh, what a ball. Where did he bring that from? Against the run of play. One spinning in sharply. Almost through the batter. And as we see, they've already made a light work of this target. Only 53 needed of the last 39 balls. Tossed up nicely. It's gone high. It's got more air than distance, though. Should be taken. Is taken. That's like catching a breeze. Easy and effortless. Right, so the first wicket falling at 64. 3.4 overs bowled as Imran makes his way out in the middle. Can TAPROBANE do something to claw their way back into the game? Wide outside the off stump, and could be another opportunity. No! Good diving effort by the fielder, but the ball slightly missing him and going above his head. And what a way to start off your innings. Fearless cricket. These are short boundaries. You probably didn't middle it. Goes again. It was wide. So an eventful fourth over comes to an end as Graham required another 47 for victory. These Graham batters, they've certainly taken this bowling to the cleaners tonight. Coming out all guns blazing, hitting them to all parts of the park, and making an absolute mockery of this bowling. Wish there was a method to this madness. Such an exciting team to watch this Graham. They've got outstanding fielders, tactical bowlers, and then batters who could take the game away. Tactfully played. Straight to the fielder though. And he got him once again. Blasted out of the park. Crushed it so high, even the clouds are in danger. Where do you bowl to this man? "444 sixes in this tournament. And they're counting. He goes again, he goes big, he hasn't quite found the middle of the bat on this occasion. And what a let off at the boundary rope. Not the man you want to drop. It wasn't an easy chance. No chance is easy, so to say. But you've got to take those. Particularly when it's somebody like Kabir on strike. He dropped it like a hot potato. Nobody wants that. In come Kabir once again. Just a single. It's a bit boring when he scores only singles. Such has been the temperature of this game. He's raised the bar so high. Every ball is an event. This time through the onside, just a single. Good piece of bowling there by Indiga. Oh, he's bowled him. He's cleaned him up here, first ball, and he's already on a hat-trick in this over. What a change then, and what a turn of events. One brings two. They go bang, bang. Is this a ray of hope? Third wicket down, Green Grammar, 81 for... Right, the new batsman in here is Faisal, another clean striker of the cricket ball. The new batsman, I beg your pardon. Hat-trick ball coming up. That is being treated to a boundary on a hat-trick ball. Doesn't really matter for him. First ball in, Russell was there to be hit, and he accepted the gift gleefully. Right, smashed away once again. He's looking for the second. He's quick between the wickets. Comes back for it as well. Comfortably done. Looking for the overthrow, and they'll get that one as well. So even after 2 wickets in this over, the luck not quite going their way. It's Kabir back on strike. It's that man that they need to get out if they are to stand any chance of a comeback in this game. Oh, almost through the gate. Just a single to the end to end the over. The current run rate tallying 15.26 to the over. There's still one more ball to go as we talk in this over. Big appeal, but that's pitched outside that leg stump. Wow, what a turn of events. Another run out here. And it's a big fish. Big fish in the tank for TAPROBANE CC. They finally got him. A quick run of wickets then for TAPROBANE CC. They picked up 4 in succession. And is there a twist in the tail? Looks like a straightforward target. 28 required of 25. Right, so an opportunity then to thank QCA for bringing to us and all the cricket lovers around in Doha this Ramadan Cup tournament 2025. We've seen some absolutely mouth-watering blockbuster events so far in this tournament. We've had some cracking games going down to the wire. Brilliant catches, 4s, 6s, wickets, you name it, we've had it all. Oh, almost threw him again. They're staging a bit of a comeback. 2 new batters at the crease. It's never easy when you're new at the crease. And every dot ball can build pressure. So this is an opportunity, a window of opportunity for them to make a comeback here. TAPROBANE CC nicely bowled up in the block hole, looking for the second. They're quick between the wickets and very good running in the end. Is lightning fast as Yasin between stumps. He was off in a blink of an eye. Seems to be a bit of delay with the batsman adjusting his gear. 26 required of the last 22 deliveries. Speak again, a big appeal for LBW, slightly going down leg side perhaps. Yes, that's what the umpire was signalling on that occasion, marginal call. A wicket there and it would have got this game wide open. It's good. It's a good passage of play for TAPROBANE CC. Still keeps them relevant. Last wicket of Kabir scored a blazing 60. Just of 19 deliveries has been the difference as that ball's been helped on its way. Poor piece of bowling into his pads and is flicked it away. The pressure's off once again. Almost nearing the 100 and the green drum. Batters 96 for 4 with one ball to go in this over. Oh, beaten. Looking for the cut. It's probably too full for that. End of over number 7. 21 required of the last 18. So to speak, a lot of these batters from, a lot of these players from both sides are quite young, gifted in talent and potential. However, they haven't had a lot of experience playing in pressure situations. Yes. Out to be a real walk in the park then for Green Gram CC. They've made an easy work of this total. Six runs needed. The last 2 overs in progress, only 6 to get. And this might as well turn out to be the final over of the innings. Right, Yasin is on strike, and as we speak he will be in a rush to finish this off in this over. A bit short and a bit too wide as well on that occasion. The umpire exercising his arms. Goes straight down the ground. He's got the distance on to that one as well. Finishes it off in style. Stamping his authority on this match. Finishing it exactly how it started off. What an unbelievable performance this has been from this young side. Unbelievable piece of batting. They made light work of this total. Yeah, wasn't a bad score at all. 115. But Kabir was the man, making all the difference on top. Running away with the show. Right, it's the time to shake hands now between the two sides. It's been played in the right spirit, this game, and it's good to see the camaraderie between them. Right, both teams having a lot of respect for each other, although they play competitive cricket inside. Once they're out there in the field, but once it's over, it's good old handshakes and probably a cup of tea, a cup of karak, perhaps, when they see each other next time. It's been a brilliant performance by Greengram CC, but a big thank you as well. Although with this game they might be knocked out of this tournament, but they played some good cricket, although not being able to win many, but they've entered. Okay, sure. And gentlemen, what a match we've just witnessed here at the Asian Town International Cricket Ground, the third match of the game, and we've witnessed an absolute thriller, dominated predominantly by one man, Kabir Mia, who went out there and absolutely destroyed the bowling. The player of the match for tonight, Kabir, we'd like you to come forward and have a word with us. Kabir, you made an easy work of that total. Wasn't easy. Even in the last game, you played brilliantly well. What's the secret?
सर आज बहुत अच्छा लगा खेल के क्योंकि हमारा बहुत चांस है आज शायद कोशिश करेगा ये नेक्स्ट क्वार्टर फाइनल खेलने का इंशाल्लाह और आज अपोजिट जो टीम है बहुत अच्छा ट्राई किया बस कुछ नहीं कर पाए क्योंकि हार्ड लक इंशाल्लाह बेटर टाइम हम लोग बहुत अच्छा करेगा इंशाल्लाह.
And everyone here is wondering what's the secret behind your big hitting ability. You can hit them through the offside, hit them through the onside, all at will. What's the secret?
मैंने बहुत कोशिश किया मैंने ये गेम खेलने के पहले बहुत ऑफ साइड लेग साइड मिडिल सब कुछ ट्राई किया इसी वजह से हम लोग ये कर पाए आज मैं आज ऐसे ट्राई किया इंशाल्लाह.
And what was the message from the captain?
हमारा कैप्टन बहुत अच्छा है बहुत अच्छा करके ये हमारा कोशिश किया मैं जीतने के लिए हम लोग इंशाल्लाह जीत गए.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and we wish you all the best. Well, thank you very much, everyone. We have the player of the match for the night, Kabir Mia, with his scintillating knock of 60, and he's certainly brought this tournament alive with his big hitting and prowess. We'll see more of those knocks, I'm sure, in this tournament as we progress. We thank everyone, our sponsors, the support staff, and also the QCA team for being there for us and making this happen. See you tomorrow.